Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello all, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year UPSC Mains economic question. Okay, so let's begin the session. This question was asked in 2015. It is a 150 words, 10 mark question. So this question is mainly speaking about the DBT, direct benefit transfer. So before this DBT, what the government usually do is they will provide the subsidies like food subsidies and the fertilizer subsidy. What they will do is they will provide the products to the people. So for example, when it comes to the food subsidy, through the PDS system, they will provide the subsidized food grains to the people. When it comes to the fertilizer subsidy, what they will do is they will provide the fertilizers in a subsidized price through any hubs. So by the way, only they provided the subsidized goods to the people. But there is a major issue. When it comes to these kinds of things, there is an issue of the leakages and also corruption. So diversions of the commodities. For example, when it comes to the PDA shops, there is a huge corruption happened. And also when it comes to transferring of these goods, there is the issue of the leakages and also wastages of the goods. So that itself made the huge revenue loss for the government. So to overcome all this issue, they came with a new idea called as DBT, direct benefit transfer. With this idea, what the government is going to do is they are going to provide the money to the people, money to that specific people who are entitled to get a benefit from that subsidy program. So the government will provide the money to that people. With that money, they can avail the services. So this is the idea about the DBT. So the main issue with that previous method of subsidy is the issue of the corruption, leakages, and also transportation cost. When it comes to the fertilizers or the food subsidies, what the government will do is, for example, when it comes to the food subsidies, they will procure the food grains from the people, from the farmer in the price of the MSB, and they will make a stocks in the FCA godowns, and they will transfer it to the every state. The state government will take care of the transferring that goods to the every districts. So this is the way they will do. In that scenario, there is a huge loss based on this transportation cost. That is also the major issue. To overcome all this concern, they came with the idea called as DBT. So this question is saying that in what way could the replacement of the price subsidy with the DBT change the scenario of the subsidies in India? Discuss. So you have to say what is DBT. DBT is a kind of economic security method where the government transfer a certain amount of money in the bank account of the beneficiary directly to provide an individual's product or services. So usually what the government does, they will provide the goods and services. Now what they will do is they will directly provide money into the bank account. So by shifting to this thing, we can overcome the issue of the transportation cost. Transportation cost loss of revenue, and also issue of the leakages. And also we can overcome the issue of the corruption. And also we are providing the rights to the people to choose their own needs. So usually what the government is doing in that PDS method is they will provide the food grains. Even though you are like to buy the food grains like wheat or rice, you have to buy it. There is no other options for you. But when it comes to this method, it is going to provide the choice, the right of choice. The people they can make their own choice to buy any commodities. That is the major thing happened. So these are the certain benefits due to this DBT. So by data, it reduced the administrative cost. As of 2022, Indian government reported savings of over 1.78 lakh crore. Okay, due to the digitalization of the subsidy delivery through the DPT, it eliminated the need of physical handling of transportation of subsidized goods. So transportation cost, the loss. So usually what the government is doing is 1.78 lakh crore of loss. They did it. Now due to this DPT, we can easily overcome that issue. Next, elimination of the middlemen and the leakages. So the World Bank estimate that India's DPT program has well helped eliminate around 3.34 crore of ghost beneficiaries. So when it comes to the PDS system, in the ration cards, there is a issue of this ghost card. So in reality, these persons don't exist, but in the name of ration, there will be. So by the way, what that most of the official will do is they will create a fake ghost cards and they will get the grains in that subsidized rate and they will sell it in the outside market. So by this DBT method, they actually reduced 3.34 crores of ghost beneficiaries. So that is the major change. So by that we are able to overcome the issue of the leakages and the corruption. Next, elimination of the corruption. When it comes to the MG Narega scheme, we are providing the money directly to the bank account. So by the way, we are overcome the issue of the middleman and diversion of the fund is reduced. Next, targeted subsidy delivery. So again, that is the thing. And the next major thing happened is the financial inclusion. So due to this DPT only, most people, okay, who are the people belongs to the below poverty line, they are entitled to the subsidized benefits, but they don't have the bank accounts. So to avail this benefits, they definitely need the bank accounts. So by the way, they came into the picture of this banking system. So if the person is going to have a bank account, means it will be easy to get a loan. It will be easy to save money. And also it is easy for the government to transfer the money directly to the bank accounts. So there is a thing called as financial inclusion happened. Financial literacy is slowly increasing in the people. That is also happening. So it is called as Jan and Jantan Yojana, or else the trinity of the Aadhar and the Jantan Yojana. So when it comes to another thing called as Janani Suraksha Yojana. When it comes to Janani Suraksha Yojana, what the government is doing is they are making a financial transfer to the women's bank account. So it is providing the women empowerment. Now the money is totally belongs to that woman. So they can make a choice. So by the way, it is creating a women empowerment. So not only about the financial terms or a financial metric, but it provides the social metrics of development in India. So that is the major benefit of this DBT. So by that only DBT becomes the one of the foolproof one comparing to the previous level of subsidy methods. So these are the major benefits. So for that, what we did is other integration of our targeted delivery, strengthening of the digital infrastructure, financial literacy and awareness programs we conducted, and also integration of the social welfare schemes like Janani Suraksha Yojana and monitoring and evaluation of the mechanism. So what we do is we will introduce these schemes in a specific region and we will get a feedback based on which we change the method. For example, before this Aadhar based transaction method, there is only based on the UPM transaction. Afterwards only there is the idea of the Aadhar based transaction with the biometric itself or else with the SMS, not only with the smartphones, even with the keypad mobiles, we can make a financial transaction based on the code numbers. So that is the idea. So that all the things happened only due to this monitoring the evaluation mechanism and also by the feedback mechanism. So by the way, we are enhancing these activities. So all these things are happening in India. Okay. So this is all about the changes that created by the DBT. Okay, thank you.